Emmerdale actors Jeff Hordley and Natalie J. Robb, who portray Cain and Moira Dingle, have shared what lies ahead for the couple in a special upcoming episode amid rumours of a breakup. A couple in Emmerdale may decide to end their marriage with another resident on the ITV soap next week. However, Natalie J. Robb and Jeff Hordley have encouraged viewers not to lose hope, as they spoke about the future of their characters. Moira and Cain Dingle will face more trouble next week following Moira's release from prison and Cain's cancer diagnosis. Cain will keep shutting everyone out, including Moira, leading to an emotional episode where he considers ending their marriage once and for all. As Moira tries to get Cain to open up about his true feelings regarding his upcoming surgery, she also struggles to convince her husband to go through with the treatment he needs. What happens next is a special episode focused on the pair as they reflect on recent events and discuss their future, while Cain worries the side effects of the operation could drive them apart. Natalie and Jeff have shared with the Mirror what viewers can expect next. For Emmerdale spoilers next week, Moira Dingle plans revenge as Tate's blackmail is exposed. Moira Dingle finally learns the truth in Emmerdale next week. Viewers will remember that Robert Sugden hid passports belonging to trafficked workers in her living room, which resulted in her spending months in prison facing double murder and human trafficking charges. He had been forced into doing it by Tate, who was blackmailing his sister Victoria into signing over her share of Butler's farm. Now that the truth has come out, Moira begins plotting revenge. Meanwhile, Paddy Dingle worries about what lies ahead and the possibility of prison, while Dr. Todd causes more trouble for Jacob Sugden and also sparks a possible new romance in the village. Here is everything happening in Emmerdale from Monday the 27th of April to Friday 1st May. Number 1. Robert Sugden tells the truth as Moira targets Tate. Cain becomes more frustrated that Moira is spending time at Emmerdale Farm instead of supporting him, causing even more distance in their marriage. Despite Robert's attempts to stop her, Moira insists on helping, which only increases his guilt. Later, realizing something is badly wrong, she pressures Robert to confess. He finally admits that he planted the IDs of trafficked workers that led to her imprisonment. Robert explains that Joe blackmailed him using a video of Victoria killing John, leaving Moira devastated by the truth. She gives him an ultimatum. Either he reports himself to the police, or she will do it herself. Soon after, Aaron is shocked to hear Robert has confessed and rushes to Moira, begging her to stay quiet. Wanting to keep Cain calm before his surgery, Moira decides not to tell him the truth yet. Later, after Aaron reminds her that Robert is not the only one responsible, an angry Moira heads to Home Farm carrying a shotgun to confront Joe. Graham attempts to step in, but Moira refuses to back down, furious over everything Joe has done to Robert and the farm. Back at the pub, Aaron urges Cain to repair things with Moira before the operation. The next day, in a special episode centered on Cain and Moira's troubled marriage, Cain struggles to share his fears while visiting Zach's grave. Liam notices and goes to offer support. At the same time, Moira breaks down to Chas in the Woolpack back room about the growing problems in her marriage. Cain later makes a huge confession to Liam. He plans to cancel his cancer surgery. Pollard later speaks with Cain at Zach's grave, and Cain opens up about his worries for the future. The following day, Moira sees Dawn out walking and cannot resist confronting her about Joe, leaving Dawn shaken. Moira reveals Joe was fully responsible for sending her to prison, and Dawn urges her to tell the full story. Number 2. Jacob Sugden puts Ross Barton in an uncomfortable situation. Sarah and Jacob already feel overwhelmed by the responsibility of becoming Layla's official parents as they welcome the youngster to the village. The next day, while enjoying time with the child, Ross and Mac arrive with a gift from Moses. Ross looks uneasy and hesitant about holding the baby, but Jacob insists they both attend a family gathering later that day. Could a hidden secret soon be revealed? Number 3. Paddy Dingle fears prison life. Eve becomes upset after hearing gossip in the village about Paddy's arrest. He sits her down and explains that he could go to prison for helping her grandfather Bear. She is heartbroken. Mandy, seeing Paddy's distress, suddenly suggests letting Bear take all the blame. Paddy is disgusted by the idea and storms out of Tenant House. Mandy later finds him, and the two make peace. Despite fears over the upcoming trial, she promises to stand by him. Later in the week, Paddy visits Bear in prison and tries to calm him. Bear is panicking about a bank account the police found. Both men are stunned when Simo, another trafficked worker Bear believed had been murdered, suddenly appears. Paddy hopes Simo will testify in Bear's defense, but he refuses. Simo admits Bear does not deserve prison, but he fears what getting involved could do to his own mental health. Paddy later looks out across the village, deeply worried about what is coming. Alone and overwhelmed, he stands in the doorway of the Woolpack, wondering if it could be his last night at home. Number 4. Dr. Caitlin Todd flirts with Vanessa Woodfield. Jacob feels increasingly uncomfortable with Dr. Todd's constant presence in the village, while she enjoys every minute of it. Vanessa, Dr. Todd and Manpreet spend time together in the pub when Mary suggests a doubles darts match, pairing Todd with Vanessa. As the game begins, Vanessa remains unaware that Todd is flirting with her. Todd then uses the chance to spread a few lies about Jacob and continues trying to turn villagers against him the next day. Brave Jacob fights back and stands up to Dr. Todd in Emmerdale, but another twist follows. Dr. Caitlin Todd was left stunned in Emmerdale after discovering that Jacob Sugden had reported her to HR and openly told her what he thought about the way she had treated him. The supposed mentor has made Jacob's life miserable, constantly manipulating and undermining him, causing him to question his own judgment. Her behavior has badly affected his mental health. Todd has embarrassed him, turned colleagues against him, and piled huge amounts of unrealistic work on him, with hardly any time to finish it, only to later accuse him of not trying hard enough. Jacob, who is studying medicine, is also preparing to become a father. Charity Dingle agreed to be a surrogate for him and Sarah, but Todd's treatment has stopped him from feeling excited about the future. Unwilling to suffer in silence any longer, Jacob reported her to HR earlier this week and explained exactly how badly she had behaved. He also revealed that Todd often made cruel references to the abuse he suffered from Maya Stepney. Todd noticed Jacob entering the HR meeting and waited nearby. She then pretended to care when he rushed out after receiving a call from Sarah, who told him Charity had gone into labor inside the hospital lift. With emotions running high, Jacob confronted Todd and told her he had reported her to HR, making it clear he would no longer accept her bullying. Emmerdale airs weeknights at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and from 7 a.m. on ITVX.